Hi guys, Thomas here, and welcome to our Let Her Go guitar lesson where we're going to learn how to cook steak. No, we're actually going to learn how to play Let Her Go while guessing. So when you're ready, grab a guitar and let's get going. Okay, so the main thing we're going to look at, the hardest by far, is the picking pattern at the start. That kind of opening riff, it sounds like this. Okay, so we have a Travis picking pattern. For those of you who don't know what a Travis picking pattern is, it's when the thumb is doing this alternate bass between typically the low E string and the D string. And that's what's happening here, just constantly alternating E, D, E, D. So let's break down what we're doing. We've got this little run. And as you can see, I've got a capo on the 7th fret, going to be pretty important, otherwise you're not going to be able to play the song. So capo on 7th, the frets that I talk about then are going to be in lieu of the capo. Okay, so this is now the 3rd fret. So I'm going 3 on the B, open E, 3 in the B, 1 on the B. Plucking each of those notes. Okay, so the first chord shape that everything's happening in is this F. So I've got my thumb over the top on the 1st of the E, nothing on the A, and then on the D, I've got the 3rd, the G, I've got the 2nd, and the B, I have the 1st. So you got to work on going into the F. So we're starting with thumb on the E, and then the open G, hammer onto the 2nd. I'm going to do that with my 2nd finger. And even though I'm not playing the other notes yet, I'm going to get into that chord shape because it's going to make the rest of it a lot easier. Then I'm plucking D and B together. And then I'm going E, G, D, B and E together. So I've got open B string. Then I'm going E, G, D, B again. So this pattern's gonna happen quite a lot. E, G, D, B. Look out for that pattern. So run, hammer, so the whole F bar from the hammer without the run. One more time, that's E and G, D and B, and then E, G, D, B and E, E, G, D, B. Okay, then we've got shifting to 3 on the low E string, 3 on the B string, and we're going to do the run here. The same melody as before, 3, 0, 3, 1, holding this root note now. Then into an A minor. So I'm starting this, again with a hammer, open A string, then hammer to the 2nd of the G, then the D and B together. A, G, D, B, and E together. So it's, hopefully you're starting to see a pattern emerging. That's gonna, Travis picking is in fact a pattern. So you're gonna see this happen again. So one more time, this A, it's open A string and G hammered to the 2nd fret. And you might notice me doing it with both my fingers. I just find, because we haven't played the D string yet, it just makes it a little bit easier to do that together. And then I know both of them are there for when I need them. So A and G, D, B, A, G, D, B, E together. And then back to this 3 and 3, this like G thing. So from here then, 3 and 3, we're going open D, open G. Then this little melody again. And this little melody again. Before we loop around, now it's a little bit different this time. Now, before we get around to the loop, let's do it one more time in total up to this point, the first half. Melody. Then so we start the same hammer, E and G. Right? Hammer, D and G, D and B together. E, G, D, B. Now here's where the variation comes. So after we play that last B string, we'll go in both these together, pull off, D string, B string. So one more time this chord. Then bringing our finger over to the third and the E, plucking the E and B together. My index is still on the first fret, so we've got 3 and 1. On the B string, hammer onto the 3rd fret. Hit the open D and hit the high E. That could be a little strange, ending on the B and then immediately jumping to the E and B together. Then we're going to an A minor, so we've got A string, D and B together, A, G, D, B, A, G, and then together. So A, D and B, A, G, D, B, A, G, D and B together, back to 3 and 3. And then back round. Okay, so then this is just a total loop. Once we get to here, we're looping everything we've done up to this point. So on that, let's again look at what we have so far. Okay, so on this A, we're going A, D and B, A, G, D, B, A, G, D, B again. Then to 3 and 3, this G, 3 in the E, 3 in the B, with the melody. And then looping exactly the same. Now the only difference is, just at the end there where we would loop, we're going to do a slightly different ending that doesn't have the melody because we're about to go into the verse, we're about to go into the singing. That difference is going to be in the last bar with the A minor, the second A minor. That is going to go like this. It's just A, D and B together, A, D, G, B, A, D, G, B, A, D, G, B, and then just go into like an open G, so just 3rd fret of the E, A, D, G, B, same pattern. So it's just this pattern over and over. Just starts with those two together and then the pattern. And that is the intro. And actually that's the only time that little melody comes up. So we're going to try all that one more time together in total. So with the loop and then that slight difference at the end going into the verse. So here we go. Now that we've got all that, it leads directly into a chorus with the picking pattern. So we're going to go through the chords of this, and then later it's going to come back the same chords but as strumming. So keep those chords in your mind. So now we have this F, and the pattern we're doing here is E, string, D and B together, E, G, D, B. So it's the same pattern we've done before. Then to a C, now it's A and then D and B together, A, G, D, B. To a G, so just the third and the E string, E, D and B, E, G, D, B, and A minor, A, D and B, A, G, D, B. So this little section, and then the second time is just G, you don't go to the A minor. With a little pause there. So that is what we're doing for the chorus, only this time, only in this picking time, as say those chords F, C, G, A minor, and then F, C, G, G are going to come back as strumming. So pay attention to those chords for now. So one more time, this whole section, this first section sounds like. And then we're going to go into the verse. Okay, so now the verse is going to sound like this. And then as a loop. So the chords for this section, A minor, F major 7, G, E minor, and then A minor, F, G, G. So the strumming pattern is almost the same, the strumming pattern we've got for most of the chords apart from the G. So if it's not a G, it's this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then an F major 7, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then for the G, we don't do that first down, we actually replace it with an up. So it goes like from the F, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, skip the down and hit the up. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, right? Up, down, up, down, up. So up to this point, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then E minor, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Back to the A, F, G, G again. So remember, if it's a G, it's up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Everything else is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. That is the verse section. Loop that round. Okay, and now we look at the chorus section, which is the chords we looked at before, but as strumming now. So that's going to sound like this. So the same chords as before. F, C is F major 7, C, G, A minor, and then F major 7, C, G, G. Same chords as we were picking before. Now the strumming pattern for almost all of it is just the same as we've been doing. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up to the C. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, G. Down, up, down, up, down, up, A minor. Down, up, down, up, down, up, F. Down, up, down, up, down, up, C. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And only on the double G. Not the first G where it goes G, A minor, but only the double G. Are we doing the same thing as before where it's up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, well that's just skipping the down, hitting the up, and then up, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that's all the parts that we need. One more time, this chorus is going to go like, sorry, it's going to go like. All starting on the down, apart from this double G. Okay, and then we loop that. So after the strumming chorus, this is actually only the second chorus. After the strumming chorus, we've got this kind of bridge section, which is just the verse, although we've got a little tag at the end of the chorus. So right after we've just finished what we did, we're just going A minor, F major 7, G, G. And this is following the same thing where if it's not G, it's down, down, up, down, up, down, up, F, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then G, G, it's up, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. Doing that twice. Then we're going straight into the verse, which is kind of doubling as a bridge. So it's not really singing, but it's the exact same thing that was happening in the verse. So after our bridge, we're going straight back into a chorus, the same as it was before. And then we're finishing with an outro, which is just the same chords as the chorus, just strummed once. And that's all the parts of the song. Simple enough, apart from that picking pattern at the start can be quite tricky. That's the one everyone knows, of course, so you got to get that down. Hopefully you enjoyed that, guys, and it's been useful. That's been it for me. I'll see you in the next one.